Hi, I'm Katie Cooks and welcome back to my cooking channel. Today I'll be talking you through my Tuscan prawn pasta recipe, which is really delicious and a little bit special, but at the same time really easy. So first of all, we're going to get some lovely big garlic cloves and just squash them with the back of a spoon so that they're nice and bruised. We're going to use this to flavour our butter. So get a big knob of butter and get it melted, and when it's lovely and foamy, add your bashed garlic cloves. Then we're going to add some dried Italian herbs, around about a tablespoon's worth, and that is going to flavour that butter so it's absolutely delicious. Give it a good stir until the garlic and the herbs release their lovely flavours into that butter. And next we're going to go in with some shrimp, and I like to use these red Argentinian shrimps. I find they're just a little bit bigger, they're a lot sweeter, and they don't shrink quite so much when you cook them. How do you know when your prawns are cooked? They're shaped like a C for cooked. If they're shaped like an O, that means they're O for overcooked. So there's a great little tip for you. So once you're happy with your prawns, just take them out, and then we're going to get on to chopping our veg. So we're going to begin with an onion, which we're just going to dice up like this. And try not to waste any, so this is how you cut up the stalk and try and get the very most out of an onion. And then one of the flavour profiles in this pasta dish is sun-dried tomatoes. So get about 150 to 170 grams of those and just chop them up until they look a little bit like this. And they'll take no time at all to cook down into our sauce and taste absolutely delicious. So in the same pan that we cooked our prawns in, add your onions. And a really great tip for cooking onions, if the pan's too dry, you can either add more butter or oil, but if you're trying to keep your dish relatively low calorie, you can add some water, and that will help cook them down without them burning or sticking to the pan. Next up, when the water's gone, is to add some white wine. Let that reduce by 2/3, then we're going to add in some more of those lovely Italian herbs. Our sun-dried tomatoes, and I like to add in some lovely fresh cherry tomatoes because they just add a little bit more sweetness. Then we're going to go in with about 200 ml of chicken stock and let that reduce. Don't forget to put your pasta on to boil. Now that your chicken stock has reduced, you've got something that looks like this. So take it off the heat for a few minutes and then add your cream. If you add your cream in when the sauce is too hot, it will curdle and split. So pour your double cream in, and that's at least 150 ml. Give it a stir around until you've got something that looks like this. And let me tell you, this is already smelling absolutely delicious. Have a taste, tweak the seasoning, and then pop your lovely prawns back in, which is going to warm them through now. We don't want to cook this on a high heat at all. We don't want the cream to split from the sauce. Add a big handful of spinach, which looks like far too much, but don't worry, it will wilt down into the sauce. Adds a lovely flavour and also a lot of goodness. So by now your sauce should be looking something like this. Your pasta should be cooked. So drain it and pour it in, and then you're going to have this lovely silky sauce that just coats your pasta, and it tastes absolutely wonderful. All that's left now is to chop up some fresh parsley, and we're going to stir some of that through the sauce, but keep a little bit for garnish on our pasta dishes, unless you eat it straight out the bowl like me. Find the recipe in the captions or on my website. Like and subscribe for more.